Okay, let's see.
First time I've seen one of your coffee things out there in the vial. Usually you're hiding them.
Usually I have to. Okay, now we're here. Come back over here and we'll push scene 1 live.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what fucking car you got, man.
All right. There we go. A bit of box. Nice. Forward a snake. A little bit easier, but it just fits in the screen. Just fits. A little bit of a time delay. Let's see if we get anybody coming in. Gonna share to that. So take it off of hell. Come over here.
What's your channel called?
These old flapping lips. Let's see. I'll go right into the groups. Joined a few bomber groups earlier. And I guess that's pretty much the same group. Through.
Got it.
Right on.
Here you go. Give it this run.
Find a few more of the groups here. All right. Yeah. Give this about 5 minutes. See if anybody joins. Ready? Come back here. There. All right. Chew that away. Chew that away. Dump that. And go ahead and dump that. That's enough of the fix.
I just watching that. I was like,
All right, you ain't gotta twist one of those. Oh, man.
this one.
Got this over there. He's gotta keep it off cam. Oh, like this cigarette I'm gonna light up right here. Keep it on cam.
You'll keep that off cam too.
Well, it's huge boob. Even though I'm not, directed towards kitties, I still take a little offense.
But they put music on there that's 10 times offensive.
Oh, Christ, music, you can watch half porn on YouTube.
Naked yoga's on there. You can feel on it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Really?
Yeah, there's naked yoga on there.
Naked yoga on YouTube?
You didn't know that?
No.
There is. Rob showed me that.
Probably have to click the adult content area. I've seen there's an adult. It used to be an adult content area, which is kind of an interesting twist. What the hell is this? Where did that come from? All right, we'll give it a few more minutes. It's about 8:03 right now. Wait a couple minutes here and get this unboxing going. Unboxing Virgin here. Let's go forward a little more. Too bad. Right up the front. Moving it right about now. There we go. About an 8-10 second delay.
Naked yoga right there. Told ya.
I don't see nobody naked. At
Okay.
least in those pics, those chicks all had clothes on. Okay, well, those are boobies, and that's YouTube. Well, damn.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out later. Oops, we're live. I didn't say that. I mean.
That's what I don't get about
I
that.
don't
That's how
offend
stupid
anybody.
that is.
That's crazy. Learn something new every day. Naked yoga on YouTube.
Get their backs shot, that thing.
So,
I didn't think so either until Rob told me. I was like, "You're fucking kidding me."
Like I said, there used to be. I haven't looked in a long time, but I somehow popped across it somehow or another one day. I somehow popped across it one day. There was an adult waiver set up that you had to assure you were an adult to go to this section of YouTube. Like, oh, wait a minute, all sorts of interesting toys.
There's things where you watch women have childbirth too. They show
that I can kind of see. That's pretty natural. I mean, you watch puppies have birth too, so it's that's one thing. But yoga and softcore porn, that's something a little different.
It's yoga. They do it over
naked yoga
They're
and
actually showing full parts.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Naked yoga and softcore porn, that's a little different. Quite interesting to see on YouTube though, when they claim to be this pillar of virtue. Although I ain't gonna bitch about naked yoga, as long as it's chicks. I really don't care to see any guys doing naked yoga, although I'm sure there are.
I think I'm good on that.
Yep. You can take me out of that game, coach. I'm not ready to play today.
Yeah, no shit.
So I guess we'll get into this thing here a little bit.
Fun fact.
Week and a half ago, I wasn't planning on picking anything up. Well, not like that ever stopped anybody. Been picking up stuff to do one build. Pop that up here. Picked up stuff to do. Had half the things and picked up the rest of the stuff to do these SSD diamond axles. Had the links already. Did a Trail King kit, converted over to leaf springs, and I had the links from that. So I had these links and other parts around, shocks and a few other things, and half the things for the front metal axle tubes and axles, because I put the scale lockers on the other Trail King kit I have that's not leaf springed. So anyways, I had these parts, so I went ahead and built the SSD axles with the brass soliders and needed something to throw them on, and a buddy of mine had this Vanquish VS410 kit, so I went ahead and bought that. I've been buying a few things I shouldn't be, but oh well. What's new, right? Everybody does. Not money. People don't have money problems, they have spending problems. There's a difference. Because when you spend, you no longer have the money. That's how it works. So, anyways, last week, I've liked the Bombers, and damn Horizon went in with their flash sale out of nowhere. $230 off this bad boy. It's $479.99 normally. $230 off made it $250 out the door. I'm in Michigan. We had tax. That tax equaled $15 even, or 6%. So at $15 even, turns out I had $15 in store credit built up. So I got it for $249.99 out the door, and I couldn't pass it up. So I picked up the Bomber, and I see oh shit. That's okay, don't worry about it. No biggie. I heard it fall and roll. I'm gonna step on it and stab myself. So, anywho,
Accidents happen, man.
You know, they had it on sale for $250. I couldn't resist. Warmed up the credit card a little bit. Paid off. I already made a payment. I'll have the rest of it paid off by the end of the month, probably. Before it even really gets on the bill. So yeah, I picked up the bomber. Y'all seen them. We've had 100 unboxings, but you're gonna hit 101. I've never done one, so this is gonna be a virgin unboxing. It's beautiful. Do the Vanna White. It's wonderful. So I got the Savvy version, as it shows on the box. It's the one I went ahead and picked up, even though they had the blue one. I thought about getting the blue, what is it, the bomber, actual bomber version. I like that one too. I almost thought about actually getting two of them, and I really close. I prefer the black over the blue. And we all seen them, but like I say, it's pretty simple go-on kit. At least it looks like it's showing the right way. Axial 2.2 RR10 bomber. Show the end. Oh yeah, gotta make it look right and get it out there so you can see it. A little bit of the what is it? R10 bomber on more parts on it. Go to the back. Let's go to the back. Yep, that's the right way. Put it over here. Not knocking anything off that side. And of course, you got the AR-60 axles. What is I gotta put my eyes on so I can read this shit upside down. 2.2s, the Falcon Wild Peaks. VF Goodrich Baja tires. Oh, wait a minute. Falcon. I guess it depends on which one you got. Yeah. Got the wild things, I think. Those front and rear lights are included. The AR-60 axles I mentioned. Adjustable shocks. I'm going to get caps for them. Dual shear shocks. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Kind of funny. Oh, shit. Chuck's on the Savvy. So there it is. There it is. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining. Open her up and get her going. Go to the back here a little bit. Got a brush system in it. I'm probably going to stick with brush, although this stock system is quite slow. I guess at the 35 turn, that'll be coming out, and I'll jump up to probably a Holmes Hobby or maybe a Tekin motor. Maybe I'll grab a Tekin 5 slot in the 20 turn or 15 turn range. See what that gives it for life. Kind of like these 3-piece bead blocks. These are kind of neat. Easy access to electronics, so we'll see about that. Rear light, but I like that it's got the lights in it. I'll end up probably getting the different motor mount. Make that solid. I'll likely be swapping out the radio, so I may be selling these. I may actually keep it on the radio. Depends on how I like that radio. I'm not a long-term Spectrum fan. They're okay, but I usually swap out the radio system for something more capable than RTR radios, even with the Spectrum. So let's break the virginity here. Oh, she hurts. It hurts. It hurts. We got more hurts to Burke. Guess they didn't want anybody getting in prematurely.
That's what she's.
Exactly. What, you think you get the milk without buying the cow? Got it upside down? Probably is. Looks like it is. Okay. That'll work. Take the box apart before it falls all over the place. Nothing left in the box. Bagel parts. Mangel. we got a actually pretty easy piece to lift right out for the most part. Kind of neat. It's kind of a nice little box, easy to do, no ties to cut in. The Radadidio. So stuff won't fall. Not too bad. Nice little flex. Feels like about 35 weight, I think is what they come with. Don't feel like anything's too loose. Although I can hear a little bubbly sound. You hear that? Could be springs, but almost sounds like maybe a little air. We'll see. Not too bad. A little bouncy. But it lands pretty solid. Check on the springs, man. Yeah, not too bad. Lands pretty solid. Take a peek under the hood. These are kind of cool. They reverse flip up. And there's our battery tray. Oh, that's a pretty good sized battery tray. Okay, so it's got the what, IC3 or EC3, whatever connector it is. I do believe I have a 3S Spectrum Smart battery. I don't use much. I can't remember if I swapped the end. Goodness, got hiccups. If I swapped the end on it or not, I may have. Functional fair tire, of course. All plastic links, so I've got incision links in the box. I already ordered a set of axle tubes, stainless steel axle tubes for the axles. And I picked up this Vanquish Yeti sway bar for my Rift, but it was too small for the Rift, even with a wider bar. It just wasn't long enough in the arm area to get far enough back, and I didn't want to, drop it into the crossbars. So I went ahead and ordered a trio actually for that. But I had this sitting in a box, so this will go on there, although I'll probably have to put shorter links on it, I understand, from reading some posts. We'll see how it turns out. But overall, yeah. That go right there, yeah. It looks like I'm gonna have to have shorter links on the sway bar because that sucker might be right in the way. We'll see. We'll see, but that's the first upgrade I got for it. 2.2s. I got some other 2.2 tires I could use with it. So that'll be pretty nice. Got a few other things, from the Rift that'll work already. I like the looks of it. It's a little wider than I thought it was. I didn't think it was going to be this wide as far as the chassis and body goes. AR60 axles. Let's compare it and see how it sets out to a Rift. Already beat the piss out of it, so it's close. Rift's a little longer wheelbase and a little wider, but not much, boy. Damn, I thought the Rift axles was actually quite a bit wider than the AR60s, but they're not really too much. A little bit, half an inch maybe. Maybe a half inch wider total. Let's see if we can get this in a better position here. Line up one side and leave all the excess on the other. So yeah, they look like they're probably about there to be even. Yeah, probably half an inch wider. So they are a little wider. Not a lot, but a little. nice. Yeah, I like the livery on this. Pretty nice livery. And flip over and take a look at the bottom a little bit more. Pretty beefy, but yeah, I can see why. Oh yeah, I can see why they're. Wow, that's really flexible. I can see why people go automatically. So, but yeah, I got tubes coming. I just put an order in a little while ago. They'll be here in a couple days, end of the week maybe. Probably won't be running it too much this week. It's supposed to be kind of shitty. It's in the barely 35 out right now. I'm gonna get below freezing in the middle of April in Michigan, when we usually have 60s pretty commonly. So it's kind of a crappy spring at the moment. Haven't been out doing too much running. Mostly working to get some of my outside stuff done.
Yeah, with all the rain we get.
Yeah, well, we haven't had a lot of rain, not like we normally do, but it is April, so I suspect we'll get a bit. Well, I guess the question I have here, yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, my yard looks like it's all lake.
Might take those, have to flip those around to the outside, but then they won't be where they need to be. Because they are rubbing right there a bit. So, I'm going to correct that. So pretty much those things should be right on point for width. We'll see. It may not be too bad once it's totally installed. Definitely gonna need shorter links. Definitely gonna need shorter links. I think other people were putting these just basically butt to butt, using an M4 end and just rod end to rod end and shorten them right up. I do have a few other links around I could try. What did I do with them over here somewhere? Yeah. These are kind of long too, about the same length. Half inch shorter. These ones are a little longer yet. These are actually titanium links here, I think. These might be my titanium links. But I got some N4 rod ends I can slip in there, or M3 rod ends, or Allen screws actually I can slip in there and put into place. Let's look at this whopping DX3. I don't know if this is the same one everybody was selling, or everybody was buying on the flash sale the other day for $100. But if it was, I'll probably sell it. Somebody wants to give me $100 for it, I'll let it go. Heck, I'll probably even take 80. But anyways, I think I'll sell this in the receiver, which is the SR315. So it does have the nice receiver in it. I do like the thumb wheel. Maybe I'll come up with something like that, because I can't. I'm kind of close to it. I use the Radio Link, which has, similar steering wheel positioning quite a ways away from the back of the handle and hard to, thumb drive. That does make it a little bit easier. That's kind of a flimsy little handle. By flimsy, I mean small, hard to control really well. I'll probably would probably make one. And there's of course your bind button right there. And we got steering rate, brake rate, steering trim, throttle trim, reverse, throttle limits. Pretty basic system. Doesn't seem to do anything. But yeah, I will probably end up selling out the radio. I've got a Fly Sky that I could use, the radio link. Maybe I'll buy a second Fly Sky receiver because I only use that on the Axe system, and the radio link I run with the rest of my rigs except for my no preps, which run on the no preps run on my old Namadia React. Well, that's kind of nice. Okay, they come with the skull face. Well, that's pretty neat. I knew they had different heads and stuff, but I didn't realize they had the skull face in the heads. Do a little macabre. That's pretty cool. Got two of them, or is that Darth Vader? Looks like two skull faces, yeah. So you can navigate and drive with them. Full face helmet. Back of the helmet there. Some light bar light parts. A wrench. Probably a small bag of Allen keys in here. Which is nice. It's always nice to get new Allen keys, but I don't see any actually. There might not be, but I'm presuming there's at least a couple. Bent rod ends. The light bar piece, as I said. What else we got here? Other spare parts. Looks like a couple new internal hubs. Nice little box of spare parts come with it, looks like. I'm not going to do much of a breakdown, tear down, or anything. It comes apart similar to the Rift. A little bit easier to get to your links on this setup. Okay, so they do have a little bit more different, I-beam style rear links. I think I've got a set of the incisions in my cart at A-Main. I think I'll grab those. I was going to go with the SSDs. But I'm going to go with the incision stainless steel links, but I'm going to get the SSD trailing arms because I like the idea of having the replaceable rod end. And if they become a pain, then I'll turn around and buy a set of the Vanquish. But I think the SSDs will be just fine. I've got a set of SSD C-hubs and SSD knuckles in my A-Main card as well. Say for motor, I think I'm going to try and maybe keep this brushed, not go with brushes, keep it a brush setup. Likely end up swapping out the ESC. I may run with the what's a Hobby Wing 1080 WP. A lot of people use that for brush. There's the new ISDN, but I'm not opposed to dropping a little penny and actually getting a high-end ESC that will do a brush motor and brushless. So I've contemplated the RX4 because it will do brushed and brushless, has adjustable drag light on it. But as much as I hate the Castle Wine, I may end up looking at a Copperhead or the Mamba X if they can do a brushed motor. Because if I don't like the end result of brushed, then I don't have to get another ESC. Although if I do say ISDT or ISDN ESC or the 1080 waterproof ESC and motor combo, that can go in another rig. This motor combo can go in another crawler, and actually I'll probably temporarily take, at least initially, maybe I'll take, when I swap the motor out, I'll get the motor in ESC and I'll swap this motor in ESC out into the rig I just showed, just because that's going to be a crawler only, and 5-7 miles an hour would be plenty fast enough for that. But for this, I want to go like 15 or 20. And 8 on the stock unit, as I've seen other people, 8.5 and almost 9. That's just not going to be quite enough for my flavor. So I'm going to look at a different motor, like I said, maybe a Tekin 5-slot crawler motor in the 15 to 20 turn or Holmes hobby option. Somewhere in that line is what I've kind of considered there. So, but for upgrades, yeah, I got those coming. I'll probably get the Vanquish lockouts, maybe SSD. I think SSD has lockouts for this as well. And then, links, the Axial stainless steel axle tubes. Obviously, I'll get a new steering servo. These, Spectrums are okay, but they don't make it. Either get a Trial or a, actually, I've got a Trial servo saver that might work out pretty good on this. I've got it right now on my Axe, but I don't need it on there. I'm using it for the fact that it's offset so much, so I got an offset servo horn I haven't put on yet, so I'll flop that around. Probably bring the Trio over for this one, but it won't fit on this. That's a 25 tooth, and this is 23. But at any point, I'll get a different servo, and I think I might try the shifts on this. A lot of people like the shifts, so I may go with the shift servo. Oh yeah, I can see the flex already. I can see why people say, "Oh, it's flexing." It would be. Got a little light bar, not enough to power it. Lights in the back. Got a few things in it. Room for 2 more. Those are reds. May put 2 more red. I might even have a couple reds around. Radio box back here, and just like the Rift, it's got the one up front here. It's real similar to the Rift setup. This Rift's got a little bit more cross bracing up here, so I bet that Rift piece, and I think I have one in black. I may try to just put that in there just to add the extra mount. Let's see, where's the receiver sitting at here? Or the receiver, I know, is in the radio box here. ESC is sitting right there. So yeah, I'll probably end up going, like say, Holmes Hobby or first dent ain't even got her out. Holmes Hobby or the Tekin in the motor area. But I'm open to suggestions. So yeah, I do want to keep it more of a rock racer. I got the Axe, the one I'm building. I've got my SSD Trail King RC Redneck Blazer with the RC 4-wheel drive Blazer body. And then I plan on building a low belly, low CG cheater rig, belly dragger. Gonna build one of those. That'll probably, I'll plan on wanting to go with the revolver and the Holmes Mini ESC in that. When I get into that build, that'll probably be later this summer though. Got to pay off a bunch of bills and do a bunch of things, and we'll pay this thing off first too. Get the other rig finished. So, anyways, that's probably what I'm gonna go with that. Server, like I say, it probably shifts. I've been using Reese. I really like the Reese setups, but I'll probably try a shifts because I hear a lot of people really like it. And maybe what I'll do is put the shifts into the Rift because it's a little bit beefier servo or a little bit beefier thing than I got in there. I got the 5.5 Reese in there, and I'll put the 5.5 in here. So that'll probably be a little better suited for this. Not quite as fast as the Rift. The Rift has the Tekin RX4 and 2300 HD combo. So I'll throw the shifts in there. And that's got the Servo AF drag link, and I'll leave that on that. Then I'll put the Trial Servo Saver on the shifts, and that will turn around and give me the Servo Saver. The Incision links come, it's the full link kit, so it's all the links except for trailing arms. I'll get the SSD trailing arms, like I said. The C-hubs, the knuckles, and then of course, not sure, I may get the Incision front drive shafts, CVDs. or I may go ahead and pop the extra money and buy the actual Vanquish ones. I'm going to take a look at some other options. Nothing cheap. Potentially Super Shafty or Vitafon or Trio. Trio don't make nothing for the bomber. They are 60 axles, I don't think either. So I don't think I'll be able to get anything with Trio but Servo Saver, which is universal servos. I'll end up probably getting metal shot caps at the minimum. At least get some metal caps on there. Don't know if I was looking at the Axial Kings, and Christ, man, $49 a pair is a little stupid between getting the caps and the bottom retaining cups. That's $100 damn near. I think I'll bypass on that, and if I do that, I'll get shocks. I may look at the flexion shocks that are from Pitbull. So maybe I'll go that route. So anyways, that's the unboxing. It's actually not too bad. Pretty decent setup. Seems like it should have a little bit more. Maybe I have to push a little bit more spring height, but that ain't too bad. It's setting pretty even, pretty good. Got a nice little setup on it. But yeah, for the price of 250 cool ones, it was a hell of a deal. And then I seen they had another flash sale and did the Rift kit. I think people were getting it for 250. It was 379 or 399. Now 379, something like that. And they were getting it for like 250. Had like $130 off the Rift kit on that flash sale. I'm just gonna say this, Verizon and Axial, please don't do a flash sale with a good price off on an SCX6, because you bastards will make me get another credit card. But you didn't hear me say that. Alright, I think I'm going to head. Thanks for being here for my divergening of an unboxing video. Dude, lost two versions today. The box for the Savvy and my unboxing video prowesses. We're getting older, boys and girls. Alright, you all have a good night. Thanks for hanging around. I gotta get over to this one, and we will talk at you later, right about, probably gonna